now we're onto the editing part of the video where I show you guys how to edit your surf photos. This type of editing applies to pretty much like all photography, like all subtypes of photography. So I'm going to show you how I edit my photos from my latest session at Snapper Rocks, which I had to run with Mark Occhilupo. The photo that we are going to edit, we'll do this one. As you can see on the right hand side on the basic tab, I haven't done much to the photo. It's because you don't really need to. If it's hard to get your settings right in the water, for this photo I was using aperture priority mode, auto ISO, and a 24mm lens with a Canon 7D Mark II. So we're going to reset this one. So as you can see, not much has changed. Pretty much all my settings are spot on to full Lightroom, so I don't have to change that much. What I did is, since Instagram compresses your photos if you post a 3:2 photo, which is the aspect ratio of the camera, I crop the photo to 1:1 in Lightroom. This is not for all photos, this is just for this one, depending on what the scenery looks like and if it suits a photo or not. So I make sure that the center of the barrel of the wave is in the center of these lines. So everything is good in this photo, so let's leave it like that. So what you want to start off with is just like the basic adjustments with like the highlights. I want the sun to be, the sky to be a bit darker, just to get more contrast. Brighten the shadows up a bit. Put the whites up, and then put the blacks down a bit to give some more contrast. You can play around with this for a while, just to your preferences. And then the clarity, as you can see, the more I put it up, the more like sharper it gets, and a bit more like more artistic looking. But you don't need to go up too far, maybe around like 40 or so. And then contrast, you don't really need to do much. Maybe you can put it up a bit, but I'm gonna just leave it on 3. The photo is well exposed, so I'll put it like 16. And then I generally like my photos to have a bit more orange tint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the white balance to 6300, and that just warms it up a bit. I don't mess with the tint, you don't need to. If I want to increase the oranges for like in here, I'll just play with the HSL tab with the oranges. As you can see up in the white water, that changes. So you want to zoom out just so you can get a general look of it. So around like 20 is good, and then you can mess with the hue, but you don't need to because it looks fine. And generally you only mess around with the aqua, blue, greens or oranges, and that's pretty much it for the HSL tab. If I want to ever print a photo, I'll put the sharpness up a bit more to like around 40, so you can get more detail in the photo. And you don't need to put any luminance for this photo, but for other photos where you have to shoot in a higher ISO, or it's more like you have to shoot in a darker situation, you might want to use luminance, but not now. If you don't like the distortion of a certain lens you're using, you can enable profile corrections. For this one, I don't need to because I like the vignetting of the lens, so it doesn't bother me too much. And then if you want, you can add more vignetting. And that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions about how I edit my photos or how you should edit your photos, just leave them down in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more surf photography content coming in the future, and I'll see you guys later.